Aloha, and welcome to the Hawaii Travel Made Easy podcast. I'm Marcie, a Hawaii travel expert who's been to the islands more than 40 times, and I'm here to help you plan the ultimate Hawaiian vacation. One of the most common questions I hear is, how many days do I really need in Hawaii? And the answer isn't as simple as you might think. Whether you're coming for a long weekend, a week, or 2 weeks, I'll break down what you can realistically see and do based on your trip length. Plus, I'll share insider tips on how to make the most of your trip so you can have an unforgettable vacation without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. So grab a tropical drink, get comfy, and let's jump into today's episode. All right, before we dive into exactly how many days you should spend in Hawaii, let's chat about why trip length matters so much. Because trust me, it's not just about squeezing in more beach days, there's a little strategy to it. First of all, Hawaii is far, like really far. If you're flying from the West Coast, you're looking at a 5 to 6 hour flight. But if you're coming from the East Coast, it could be 10, 11, or even 12 hours depending on your layovers. And when you factor in airport time, security, getting to your hotel, that's basically a full day gone each way. And once you finally land in paradise, you'll realize there is so much to do. Yes, you'll want beach time, but there are also waterfalls to see, hikes to conquer, snorkeling adventures, cultural experiences, amazing food, maybe even a luau or two. You don't want to feel like you're on a speed run through paradise. Thinking about visiting more than one island? That's awesome. But island hopping takes time. You'll need to plan for inter-island flights, packing and unpacking, and getting to and from the airport. It's totally worth it, but it does eat into your vacation time. And then there's the whole island time thing. One of the best parts of Hawaii is a slow, relaxed pace. The last thing you want is to be stressed out, racing from one activity to the next, or feeling like you need a vacation after your vacation. So bottom line, you want to give yourself enough time to actually enjoy Hawaii, not just fly in, check a few boxes, and fly out. So let's talk about how to make the most of your time and figure out the perfect trip length for your kind of travel. All right, before we get into the exact number of days you should spend in Hawaii, let's talk about what actually goes into that decision. Because the truth is, there's no magic number that works for everyone. It really depends on your travel style, your budget, and the kind of Hawaii experience you're dreaming about. Let's start with the big one. How many islands do you want to visit? If you're sticking to just one island, you can totally get away with a shorter trip, especially if you don't mind a packed itinerary. But if you're planning to island hop, keep in mind that inter-island flights, packing, unpacking, and adjusting to a new location all takes time. And each island has its own vibe, so you don't want to rush through them just to say you've been there. All right, what type of trip are you planning? Are you the go, go, go type who wants to hike in the morning, snorkel in the afternoon, and end the day with a sunset luau? Or are you dreaming of slow mornings, beach naps, and poolside Mai Tais? If you're aiming to fit in a ton of activities, you'll want extra days to spread them out. If relaxation is your main goal, a shorter, more chill trip might hit the spot. Just don't overschedule yourself. Where are you flying from? If you're coming in from the West Coast, the flight's not too bad, and you'll even gain a few hours when you land. But if you're flying in from the East Coast, it's a long haul, and the 6-hour time difference can throw you off. Many East Coasters will wake up at 4 a.m. for the first couple of days. So if that's you, consider building in an extra day to adjust and ease into island time. Okay, let's talk budget. Hawaii is a dream destination, but let's be real, it's not cheap. Every extra day means more money on accommodations, meals, and activities. If you're working with a tighter budget, you might plan a shorter trip, but pack it with meaningful experiences. On the flip side, if you've already spent hours on a plane getting here, you might want to stretch your trip to make it all feel more worthwhile. Are you traveling with kids or older family members? If you're bringing little ones, you know that downtime is key. You'll want to build in naps, snacks, and maybe the occasional emergency shave ice break. The same goes for traveling with grandparents. You just don't want to wear everyone out. The more flexibility you have, the better for everyone's mood and energy. What's on your Hawaii bucket list? Really think about what you have to do while you're here. Are you dying to hike Diamond Head, snorkel at Molokini, see a volcano, and catch a sunrise at Haleakala? You'll need extra time to fit it all in without turning your trip into a marathon. But if your main goal is to relax on a beach with a good book, you can totally have a great trip in fewer days. And don't forget about travel time and jet lag. Let's be honest, your arrival and departure days are usually a wash. Between flights, rental cars, hotel check in, and navigating time zones, you're not really on vacation those days. So if you only have 5 days in Hawaii, you really are only getting 3 full days to play. If it's at all possible, adding just one extra day can give your trip a more relaxed, rewarding feel. Once you've thought through all these things, your must-dos, your energy level, your travel crew, and your budget, it gets much easier to figure out how many days will feel just right. All right, let's get real. Not every Hawaii trip is created equal, and how long you should spend depends a lot on who you're traveling with and what kind of vacation you're dreaming about. So let's break it down by traveler type to help you figure out the sweet spot for your perfect trip. If this is your first trip to Hawaii, yay! I always recommend staying at least 7 days or more if you can swing it. That gives you 5 full days to explore, unwind, and ease into island life without feeling rushed. 7 days is ideal if you're focused on one island and want a nice balance of sightseeing and beach time. 10 days? Now you're talking. This gives you enough time to explore 2 islands without feeling like you're just living out of your suitcase. Best picks: Oahu for a little of everything, Maui for those dreamy beaches, or the Big Island for jaw-dropping landscapes and volcano adventures. Okay, next let's talk about families with kids. Let's be honest, traveling with kids means building in breaks, snacks, meltdowns, naps, the whole deal. A longer trip really helps keep the pace manageable for everyone. 8 days is great for sticking to one island and time for the beach, pool, and maybe a fun adventure or two. 10 to 12 days gives you breathing room to visit 2 islands, do some cultural experiences, and still have plenty of poolside relaxation. Maui is amazing for kid-friendly resorts and calm beaches. Oahu has tons of family-friendly attractions, and the Big Island is perfect for adventurous families who want to mix in a little learning and exploration. Next up is honeymooners and couples. Romance in Hawaii. It doesn't get much better. Whether you want to relax at a luxury resort or go adventuring together, more time equals more magic. 7 days is a great option if you're doing a one-island romantic escape with beach days, fancy dinners, and a couple of excursions. 10 to 14 days? Now you've got time to do 2 islands, splurge on a couples massage, and really settle into that just married bliss. Maui is full of dreamy resorts. Kauai is stunning and wild for adventurous couples, and Lanai is perfect if you're looking for a quiet, off-the-grid seclusion. I haven't forgotten about you, solo travelers. If you're flying solo, you've got control of the vibe, which is awesome. Whether you're craving nonstop activity or want to chill out and disconnect, Hawaii is perfect for both. 5 days is great if you're up for a fast-paced adventure on one island. 7 to 10 days gives you time to slow down, explore, and maybe even try a wellness activity or two. Oahu is my best pick for buzzing social scene and easy transportation. Maui is great for laid-back beaches and solo-friendly tours, and Kauai for hiking, nature, and quiet introspection. There are also multi-generational groups. Traveling with grandparents, teens, and everyone in between, you'll want more time so everyone can go at their own pace, and that includes you. 10 days is enough to get settled and enjoy one island with a relaxed itinerary. 14 days gives you the flexibility to explore 2 islands, build in rest days, and let everyone enjoy their trip their way, whether that's a zipline tour or a beach chair and a Mai Tai. Oahu offers something for everyone. Maui has easy resort-style living, and the Big Island gives you a great balance of activity and calm. So, there you go. Your ideal trip length really depends on who you're traveling with and how you like to vacation. Coming up next, I'll walk you through how many days you'll actually need in Hawaii. Okay, let's talk about the quickest possible escape to paradise: a 3 or 4 day weekend getaway to Hawaii. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is that really enough time to go all the way to Hawaii? And the answer is, it can be if you play it smart. This type of trip is definitely best for West Coast travelers who can hop on a direct flight and be sipping a Mai Tai by afternoon. You won't have time to do everything, but if your goal is sunshine, ocean breezes, and a little aloha spirit, then yes, you can totally make it work. So let's break down how to make the most of a short trip. Number 1, pick one island and stick to it. With just a few days, island hopping is off the table. I promise it's not worth the time you'll lose in airports, transfers, and unpacking. Instead, choose one island and go all in. Oahu is perfect for short stays. It's got beaches, culture, shopping, nightlife, and iconic sites like Pearl Harbor and Diamond Head, all within driving distance. If you want something more low-key, Maui offers chill beach towns, scenic drives, and laid-back luxury in one neat package. Number 2, choose 2 to 3 must-do experiences. This isn't the trip to overbook every minute. Instead, pick your top 2 or 3 activities. Think snorkeling at Molokini, watching the sunrise at Haleakala, or visiting Pearl Harbor, and then leave time just to relax. Trust me, you'll enjoy this experience so much more when you're not running on a tight schedule. Number 3, consider skipping the rental car, which depends on the island you're visiting. If you're staying in Waikiki, you might not need a rental car. You've got ride shares, trolleys, shuttles, and the bus to get around easily. But if you're heading to Maui or the Big Island and you want to explore beyond your resort, a car is going to be your best friend. Number 4, stay somewhere central. With such a short stay, location is everything. You don't want to waste precious time commuting. On Oahu, base yourself in Waikiki. On Maui, Ka'anapali or Wailea put you right by beaches and restaurants. And if you're visiting the Big Island, Kailua Kona is your best bet for easy access to excursions and dining. Number 5, pack light and smart. Skip the checked bag. A carry-on is all you need. Bring your swimsuit, reef-safe sunscreen, comfy clothes, and maybe one nice outfit for dinner. And if you're planning any hikes, toss in a pair of sturdy shoes. Packing light saves you time and stress, especially on a short trip. So, who is a 3 to 4 day Hawaii trip great for? West Coast travelers with direct flights. Think Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle. It's also great for frequent Hawaii visitors who just want a quick beach recharge without a big itinerary. And it's great for business travelers who are already in Hawaii and want to tack on a couple of extra fun days. So, is it worth it? If you're flying in from the West Coast or just need a little escape, absolutely. You can relax on a beach, eat some amazing poke, and sneak in a few iconic sites. But if it's your first time in Hawaii or you're coming from the East Coast, you might want to save this idea for another time and aim for a longer trip to truly enjoy all Hawaii has to offer. My pro tip is to book a red-eye flight home. Most flights to the mainland leave at night, which means you can squeeze in a final beach day, grab one last shave ice, and then head to the airport, feeling like you've made the most of every moment. Okay, next, let's talk about the sweet spot, a full week in Hawaii. If this is your first visit, this is hands down one of the best trip lengths. 7 days gives you that magical balance of exploring and relaxing without feeling like you're either bored or cramming in too much. It's enough time to really settle into the rhythm of island life. Whether you're a couple on your honeymoon, a family bringing the kids for the first time, or a solo traveler soaking up the sun, a 1-week trip gives you space to breathe, explore, and enjoy the beauty of Hawaii at your own pace. So, what does a week in Hawaii actually look like? Your arrival day. Don't overdo it. Travel days are long, and you'll probably be a little jet-lagged. So, settle in, take a casual stroll on the beach, and grab dinner somewhere with a view. Maybe Duke's in Waikiki, Mama's Fish House on Maui, or Huggo's in Kona. You've officially arrived in paradise. Celebrate it. On days 2 through 5, these are your go, go, go days. It's time for adventure. Plan a mix of must-do experiences, like snorkeling at Molokini Crater on Maui or Hanauma Bay on Oahu, hiking Diamond Head, Waimea Canyon, or even part of the Kalalau Trail. Driving the road to Hana if you're on Maui, visiting Pearl Harbor and learning a bit of history, or treating yourself to a scenic boat or helicopter tour for those jaw-dropping aerial views. Just space things out so you don't overbook yourself. Trust me, Hawaii is not meant to feel rushed. Day 6, that's time to slow it all down. You've earned it. Maybe hit the spa, sip cocktails by the pool, browse some local boutiques, or find a peaceful beach for a laid-back picnic. This is your reset day before heading home. On day 7, enjoy one final barefoot beach walk or sunrise view. Grab a Hawaiian-style breakfast, maybe macadamia nut pancakes or local mocha or a fresh acai bowl, and soak in those last relaxing vacation vibes before heading to the airport. Now, can you visit 2 islands in 1 week? You can, but I always say only if you're okay with moving quickly. Inter-island flights are short, but once you factor in packing, airport time, and switching hotels, you'll lose half a day or more. If you're set on doing it, try spending 4 nights on one island, 3 on the other. Popular combination is starting with Oahu for culture, food, and history, and then hopping to Maui for nature, resorts, and road trips. So, who is a 6 to 7 day trip best for? It's best for first-time visitors who want a well-rounded Hawaiian vacation without burnout. It's also great for honeymooners who want the perfect mix of romance, adventure, and lazy beach days. It's great for families who need that balance of kid-friendly fun and actual downtime, and groups or multi-gen travelers who need flexibility to do different things without feeling rushed. Honestly, a full week in Hawaii lets you breathe. You get to experience the best of the islands without feeling like you're on a tour bus schedule. And if you want a little help planning it out, I've got some awesome Hawaii travel guides and itineraries on my website that lay everything out day by day. It makes planning super easy and stress-free. I've dropped the link in the show notes. Coming up next, I'll walk you through what it looks like if you're lucky enough to stay even longer. Okay, if you've got 10 or more days to spend in Hawaii, first of all, I'm jealous. And second, you're in for an absolutely unforgettable trip. Having this much time gives you the luxury of not rushing. You can truly settle in, explore more, relax more, and maybe even discover parts of Hawaii most visitors never see. Here's what makes a longer trip so magical. You have time to explore the hidden gems. When you're not racing the clock, you can go beyond the guidebook. Spend a whole day unwinding at Polihali Beach on Kauai, hike the Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail on Oahu at sunrise, or find your way to Makalevena Beach on the Big Island. Yes, it's a bit of a hike, but totally worth it. These are the kind of spots where the real Hawaii shines. You also have more room for culture and adventure. You don't have to choose between an adrenaline rush and a quiet cultural moment. You can have both. Take a lei-making class, check out a local hula performance, explore a farmer's market, then zipline through the jungle or snorkel with sea turtles the next day. With extra time, you can really embrace the full spectrum of Hawaii's magic. You'll also sort of feel like a local. One of the best parts of a longer trip is being able to slow down and settle in. You might find a favorite poke bowl spot, chat with the same barista every morning, or return to that perfect beach where the waves are just right. You're not just visiting, you're experiencing island life. More days doesn't have to mean more money per day. In fact, spreading your budget over a longer trip gives you some more wiggle room. Splurge on a sunset catamaran cruise one day, then grab delicious plate lunch from a food truck the next. Maybe book a luxury resort for a few nights and then switch to vacation rental to balance things out. You'll also have space for spontaneity. One of the biggest perks of a 10 or more day trip, you can say yes to whatever comes your way. Hear about a cool local event? Go. Find a new hike or tucked away beach? Do it. Run into a surf instructor who offers a lesson on the spot? Why not? You have the time, and that freedom makes your trip feel even more like an adventure and less like a checklist. So, who's this trip length perfect for? Honeymooners who want the ultimate blend of romance, luxury, and fun. Families who need downtime between activities and maybe some pool days. Multi-generational groups who want a relaxed pace that works for everyone. Adventure seekers who want to snorkel, hike, and island hop without rushing. And East Coast or international travelers who want to make that long flight so worth it. My pro tip, if you're staying 10 days or more, think about booking a vacation rental or condo for part of your trip. Having access to a kitchen lets you cook a few meals at home, which is a money saver and a great way to make you feel like you're living in Hawaii, not just visiting. Up next, I'll share a little bit about island hopping in Hawaii. Okay, let's talk about one of the most common questions I get. Should I stick to one island or try to visit more than one? And the answer really depends on your travel style, how much time you have, and how you feel about packing and unpacking mid-trip. I actually have a whole episode dedicated to this topic. It's called Island Hopping in Hawaii, Is It Right for Your Trip? So definitely check that out if you want a deep dive. But let me give you the quick rundown here. If you have 5 to 7 days, I recommend picking just one island. This gives you enough time to explore, relax, and really get a feel for the place without constantly watching the clock. It's ideal for first-time visitors or anyone who just wants a chill, immersive trip. If you've got 10 or more days, then yes, you can definitely do 2 islands without feeling rushed. This is a great option if you want to experience 2 totally different vibes, like pairing adventure with luxury or city life with jungle escapes. If you're staying 14 days or more and you really want variety, you could do 3 islands. But I'll be honest, this is only for the travelers who don't mind frequent hotel changes, inter-island flights, and a bit of hustle. It's doable, but it's not for everyone. Now, if you're planning to split your time, Here are some tried and true island pairings that work really well together. Oahu and Maui. Perfect for variety. You get the buzz and culture of Honolulu, plus the beaches and laid back luxury of Maui. Kauai and the Big Island. If you're all about nature and adventure, this combo is a dream. Think lush cliffs, canyons, waterfalls, and yes, volcanoes. Maui and Lanai. If you're looking for seclusion and upscale vibes, stay on Maui for a bit and then ferry over to Lanai for quiet beaches and luxury resorts with zero crowds. So, bottom line, if it's your first time in Hawaii and you're short on time, stick to one island. You'll enjoy the experience more without the stress of constant transitions. But if you've got the time and you're up for a little extra travel, island hopping can be an amazing way to see how diverse Hawaii really is. Up next, I'll share a few ways to decide which island is right for your travel style, so you're not just choosing randomly from the map. All right, let's talk strategy, because picking the right island can make a huge difference depending on how much time you've got. You just don't want to feel rushed, and you definitely don't want to spend half your vacation in airports or rental car lines. So, here's a quick breakdown of which islands work best for different trip lengths and vibes. If you only have 3 to 4 days, go with Oahu. It's hands down the best option for a short trip because everything is close by. You've got world-famous beaches, tons of cultural and historical sites like Pearl Harbor, amazing food, and a lively nightlife scene, all within an easy drive from Honolulu. You can squeeze in a lot without feel like you're running around too much. Have a full week? Say hello to Maui. Maui is perfect for first-timers. You get breathtaking beaches, the road to Hana, beautiful waterfalls, and a mix of luxury and laid-back vibes. It's easy to explore without being overwhelming, and there are plenty of kid-friendly resorts, romantic spots, and epic snorkeling tours. Have 10 or more days to play with? This is where it gets fun. Consider the Big Island or a multi-island trip. The Big Island is incredibly diverse. You can go from black sand beaches to snow-capped volcanoes all in one day. With more time, you can really dive into different regions like Kona and Hilo. Plus, fit in awesome activities like stargazing at Mauna Kea, hiking in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, or swimming with manta rays. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, use the extra time to split your time between 2 islands for a variety-packed vacation. Want pure relaxation? Head to Kauai. Kauai is the chillest of all the islands. It's lush, peaceful, and packed with natural beauty, from the Napali coast to Waimea Canyon. It's a place to go if your dream vacation includes quiet beaches, scenic hikes, and zero crowds. Bring a book, pack your flip-flops, and get ready to unwind. So, when you're planning your trip, don't just think about how long you're staying. Think about the vibe you're craving. Want action and variety? Go with Oahu. Want to slow down and unplug? Kauai is calling. And if you're lucky enough to have more than a week, why not mix and match? So, how many days do you really need in Hawaii? Honestly, it depends on your travel style, but here's a quick cheat sheet to help you figure it out. Weekend getaway? Totally possible, especially if you're flying from the West Coast, but be prepared for a whirlwind. You'll get a taste, but just know it'll leave you wanting more. 1 week? This is the sweet spot for most first-time visitors. It gives you enough time to relax on the beach, try a few adventures, and still leave room for cultural experiences like a luau or a visit to Pearl Harbor. 10 days or more? Now we're talking full vacation mode. You can slow down, explore multiple islands, and actually feel like you've settled into the rhythm of island life without needing a vacation from your vacation. The biggest takeaway? Don't overpack your itinerary. Hawaii is meant to be savored, not rushed. It's about watching the waves roll in, eating shave ice in the sun, and embracing the aloha spirit. When you slow down, the best moments tend to find you. And hey, if you're still feeling a little overwhelmed trying to figure out where to go and what to do, I've got you. Head to my website or check the show notes for my Hawaii travel guides and customizable itineraries. They're packed with insider tips, local recommendations, and easy-to-follow plans for families, couples, solo travelers, you name it. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident planning your Hawaii trip, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a friend who's dreaming of the islands too. It truly helps more travelers find their way to these tips. Mahalo for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Aloha.